You're listening to Mammal Watching with Charles Foley and John Hall. You can find other episodes at mammalwatching.com/podcast.
They found us a Vogelkopf tree kangaroo, and and all of a sudden, sitting in camp and it's all quiet and everyone's just going about their business, and all of a sudden you hear this yodeling from across the hills, and like all hell broke loose in camp. Everyone starts yodeling back and running around, etc. So everyone got incredibly excited. And then we walked for about 45 minutes up a hill. Of course, everything's either up or down over there. And then we just saw these simply fantastic tree kangaroos. So it was a mother and a sort of sub-adult. And we watched them for about 15, 20 minutes, didn't we?
Some of the locals, some of the villagers were trying a bit too enthusiastically to get us better views, and when they started shaking the tree and chopping things down, we're like, no, it's okay, guys. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, they obviously just have a very different relationship with wildlife than tourists do. But
right.
The sheer number of things up there, there can't be much hunting, because things were, as you said, everything we saw was pretty, apart from the Ground Cuscus, was pretty relaxed in the trees. And the tree kangaroos we found on our own later, they just sat and stared. They didn't seem at all.
We were the first foreigners to have ever stayed at the village, and there was a wonderful reception when we arrived.
And we wanted to see the Echidna, and they were all on it, because we were all together looking for this animal. And when they finally found it for us, it was like the biggest party ever. I mean,
yeah, it took 4 hours, and then again we were just sitting there. And the irony, Carlos, was you had just finished saying it seems as though the Echidna is not playing ball tonight. And right after you said that, we heard the yodeling starting.
Yeah.
And puts us like the hair up on the back of your neck. And then we just see this most astonishing animal. I think it's probably the most astonishing creature I've ever seen.
You didn't know which end you were looking at, because its only kind of defense mechanism is to push its beak into the soil and hide its head and hope we'd all go away. And so when it's doing that, it's very difficult to know what's the front and what's the back. And then when it puts its head up and there's that kiwi like trunk coming up, wiggling at us, and those dinosaur feet, and what a creature. Absolutely wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for you guys, and sharing this experience with you has been one of the best things I've done in my life, really.
If you'd like to listen to the full episode, then visit mammalwatching.com/podcast.